In the dimly lit basement of the university's psychology department, 5 students gathered around a makeshift table cluttered with notebooks, pens, and an old Ouija board. They were determined to delve into the depths of the human mind, exploring the mysteries of consciousness and unlocking the secrets hidden within. As the night wore on, their experiment took a dark turn. The room seemed to grow colder, the shadows deeper, and the air thick with an oppressive weight. The students pressed on, their curiosity overshadowing their growing unease. Their exploration began innocently enough, with discussions on Freudian theory and Jungian archetypes. But as they delved deeper, they found themselves caught in a terrifying spiral of consciousness, unconsciousness, imagination, and reality blurring together in a maddening dance. At first, they dismissed the strange occurrences as mere coincidences. Objects would inexplicably move, strange whispers would echo through the room when no one was speaking, and eerie figures would flicker at the edge of their vision. But as the night progressed, their grip on reality began to slip. One by one, the students were consumed by their own fears and insecurities, their minds unraveling under the weight of the horrors they had unleashed. They struggled to cling to logic and reason, but the boundaries between what was real and what was imagined became increasingly blurred. In the depths of their shared nightmare, they confronted their darkest fears and desires, forced to confront the demons lurking within their own minds. Reality twisted and warped around them, a nightmarish landscape of shifting shadows and endless corridors. As dawn approached, only one student remained, haunted by the knowledge of what lay within the human psyche. The others were lost to the abyss, consumed by the darkness they had dared to explore. And as the sun rose, casting its feeble light into the basement, the lone survivor knew that some horrors were better left buried in the depths of the mind. Months had passed since the harrowing night in the psychology department's basement, yet the memory still lingered like a dark specter haunting the lone survivor. Determined to make sense of the horrors they had witnessed, the student returned to the university, seeking answers where none seemed to exist. Gathering a new group of curious minds, the survivor hesitantly returned to the scene of the nightmare, the makeshift table and Ouija board still untouched since that fateful night. Despite the lingering unease, they pressed on, driven by a desperate need to understand the mysteries that had consumed their fellow students. As they began their experiment anew, the atmosphere in the room grew heavy with tension, shadows dancing along the walls like malevolent spirits. The survivor recounted the events of that night, the words tumbling out in a rush as they struggled to make sense of the madness that had unfolded. The new group listened intently, their expressions a mix of fascination and fear. But as the night wore on, it became clear that something was amiss. The whispers grew louder, the shadows more pronounced, and a sense of dread settled over the room like a suffocating shroud. Despite their growing unease, the group pressed on, determined to uncover the truth hidden within the depths of the human mind. But as they delved deeper, they found themselves ensnared in a nightmare from which there seemed to be no escape. Reality twisted and warped around them, a labyrinth of illusions and half-truths leading them further into the abyss. They struggled to hold on to their sanity, clinging to logic and reason like a lifeline in the darkness. But just as it seemed they were on the brink of unraveling the mysteries that had eluded them for so long, disaster struck. One by one, the members of the group began to vanish, swallowed up by the darkness that lurked within the recesses of their own minds. In the end, only the survivor remained, haunted by the shadows of the forgotten. As they fled the basement, the echoes of their companions' screams ringing in their ears, they knew that some secrets were not meant to be uncovered. And as they stumbled into the light of dawn, they vowed never to return to that accursed place again.